Greetings and salutations, my name is JW608. Today, I am playing StarMade, and we are working on this heavy turret. I was going to call it a large turret, but I think heavy turret fits the bill better because it is not a large turret. But it's going to be heavier than, the ordnance at least, is going to be heavier than the medium or light turrets. Alright, so, let's see here. Oh, I have weird symmetry on. I want weird symmetry. Alright, we're going to line these up here then. And that probably stuck those outside, yeah. I do a weird symmetry because the barrel isn't symmetrical. Well, it is symmetrical, but I want some of these here first. Let's see, throw some of these down here. That way I know down here won't interact with the, or at least one above will not interact with the turret base when it, well, it shouldn't anyway. Well, right there it might, but that's a nice safe place to put them. So now let's actually work on the barrel itself. Well, first of all, make sure if it's a turret. And what type of weapon do we want? Well, I believe, well, for testing purposes, we had a cannon. Should we do it like a cannon beam? With some heat? Let's go cannon beam heat. Well, cannon... Does that actually affect a cannon, though? Its kinetic is 42. That is. Oh, duh, it does affect a cannon because of a cannon. Alright. So we will stick the heat computer over here and the damage beam computer over. We'll stick the heat computer over here as well. So that way we have all of our weapons type stuff right here in a line. There we go. So now let's build a gun. We're going to extend our cannon barrel all the way this way, and can't do all the way this way because that does not allow for good rotation. Actually, now is the time for symmetry. And what have you done? No, symmetry right there. There you go. I know you get there in the end. I'm gonna build my cage with these gun barrels. What do you mean your cage? Well, the cage to keep my docking turret access point nice and protected, so I don't build anything that stops rotation. All right. Let's set this up and go pew, pew, pew. Hey, having the core offset by 1 makes it easier to aim. Let's grab something, box shuttle. Dude, fine. Oh, but it is so far away. It is not rendering. So let's get into the ship. Let's get into the ship, not the door. And let's... There we go. Nice and rendered now. Up in here. That took out 10,000? Not even 10,000. Oh, that didn't take out no 10,000. It's enough to... No, that's... Doesn't even look like it's enough to punch a hole in... No, it is enough to punch a hole in armor. Not really, no. So right now it is a pathetic heavy cannon. But I want it to be a good heavy cannon, so we're gonna heavy it up. 2, 3, and make sure we have those exposed so we can get to them later. And I cut out a little more here, so I could have more room. Make sure that's, yeah, that's good. I could have more room. And let's go ahead and start adding beam and heat and all that jazz. Alright, now that is not going to be 100%. Oh, now I can't see. Alright, we'll add a camera. This is a temporary camera. Set use the weapon output. I'll set the top one as the weapon output. There we go. And go. Pew. Well, I took its shields out. That's. I guess I could be actually looking at my damage report stuff. Actually, let's do that. Little beams. It's not a beam cannon. Damage claims to be 11,000. Did I just shoot myself? Let's hop in here. Problem with doing this testing, oh no. Testing on the ship here is I can't see what happens as a target because it doesn't render. So, oh, no, did bad things. Oh, no, let's pull up a target. Oh, admin. Well, it's been hitting caps lock a lot here recently. Pull in a target station. Let's get. Ooh, hello. All right, there we go. Target station, and let's turn. So we broadside it. Well, broadside it. So let's turn so the turret can get it a little more easily. Alright, there we go. And we have to go down. Down. There we go. That is better. It's probably easier to move the targets than this battleship. Well, no, not now, it's a station, but... Come on, recharge. What is that? That's standard? Alright, so let's see what that did. This piddly little shot did bad things to the systems because it's cannon. Cannon does bad things to systems. I see a hole. Oh, that went all the way through that block. See a hole, and it dug deep into this reactor. No exit wound, but I do see an exit wound here on this. Oh, that's basic. That isn't. I thought that was standard. Here goes my light, and whee. And kind of neat tracing the path of the projectile. Okay. Now let's try these two. Come on, a little more. Right, now let's try. That did nothing to the... Well, of course, that is an enormous chunk of advanced. But this chunk of standard, it made quite the divot. Now you may be thinking, that's all it did? But look how much standard this is, and all this armor is... Well, not all. I believe there's a limit to the cumulative armor. But that's a good chunk of armor, so there's no way it's doing an awful lot to that, if anything. I believe that has the same resistance as standard armor. No, it does better. Okay. So, that is insufficient for my power. Let's add a couple of these heat blocks. Now, let's go down. Because I can go down all the way to here without... Uh-oh. What am I hitting? Oh. There we go. I can go all the way down there without doing damage to my movement. See, so that's 20% heat. All right. And there we go. That should be good for heat damage. We'll take it all the way out. Oh, something's hitting here. That is... Alright. Something else is hitting. What's hitting where? There's clearance there. I would love to have it so it would tell me where contact is being made. There we go. 70 whatever percent. So this should do more to damage armor now. So let's hop into the main vessel. We'll use this build mode to look at this. Ooh, that actually looks like it did less. Looks like it did considerably less. Huh. Let's see. Back into... Oh, it's not going to let me do that. Terrible. Pain in the backside is what this is. And let's add more damage beam modules. So this thing should be just ripping everything to shreds. But it's not. Actually, my friend... I actually wanted you... There we go. 2, 3... Alright. How far out can we go? Far out, man. Far out. How far out can we go without looking really, really dumb? Does that limit my... Oh, that does not limit my uppy-downy motion. 100% cannon beam. Alright. You. Drive me closer. I want to hit it with my sword. Stop! Okay. That's probably good. There, now I can see what's going on. Nothing's going on. Oh, nope, there it is. It just hadn't rendered. That's the problem with testing on this ship, is that it takes a little bit to render. That took a good chunk out of that armor. That did not take nearly the chunk out of this armor. I wonder if it's the angle. Theoretically, if I put a shot here, it should take out more than a shot dead on. Yes, because this angle, only that much of the armor. This angle, it had all that armor calculated into it. So that should do a lot. Yeah, that blew out the whole side. Well, I'm not testing against an Isanth. I'm testing against this enormous block of armor. So to do anything at all to this block of armor, even that, is quite the feat. This is not a turret to sneeze at right now. Yeah. And this is what I wanted. I wanted wide damage without using missiles. Usually missiles give me wide damage. But we get the penetration from the cannon, the extra power from the beam, and we get the heat damage or the acid damage from the heat modules. Right. But we can do better than that. Where am I? So we still got a lot of room in here. Damage. No, I want computer. There we go. Computer, cannon, whatever this is. So we're going to do a 3x3. There we go. Make you the output, and I can't see anything. And pew! I don't know where I shot. I'm guessing right here because it's the new. Oh no, maybe in that one. I don't know. Well, that's helpful. Let's put the cannon on top of the barrel this time. There we go, and let's try to hit a corner. Oh, I see. There we go. Hitting a corner did damage. Hitting dead centers, I can do anything. Yeah, well, it tarnished the block. But that is an incredible amount of power. Hitting just our regular old basic armor. Of course, we know it'll go clean through because even without all my updates, it went clean through. Just compare that damage. That was the first shot. That's the second shot. That looks about the same. Well, no, this one does look like it trails deeper and has a fatter, or has more splash damage, acid damage than this one toward the end. Okay. So let's increase our splash damage. Increasing our heat effect. And of course we're gonna, I'm gonna try to fill all this with, make sure we can still point up and down. Up and down, going to the right is a pain. But you should not have to look straight right, so that shouldn't be a problem. It's 50%. Where am I? Stop that. Oh, and I also wanted that, didn't I? These little side guns. Let's handle the side guns too. We're gonna put a computer here, a computer into this one and that one, and let's add some. These will be the main. The left one will be the main cannon. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, we're gonna extend this out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's probably close to whatever number I was thinking of in my head, which I was not actually thinking about a number in my head. Let's see, and what's that? That's 75. So now I have a secondary computer that go pew, pew, pew. And the AI can fire both of these at once. I can't. By limitation being human. Now these are piddly little pea shooters, probably no more powerful, probably less powerful than the little guys, the light turrets, but I still wanted an extra pew. And they should, does that hamper my turning? They should not hamper my turning at all. No, they do not hamper my turning. Although looking down is going to be a problem for this big gun. Okay. Go. We hit the build block. I have a feeling we missed. Nope, we got it. We got the build block. All right, well, I think I'm going to continue to go down this path that I've chosen and see just how many of these modules I can cram into the heavy turret, and maybe even try to decorate it a little. I think my side guns are done. Those are, well, other than armor, the side guns are, that's it. That barrel looks extraordinarily long, so I might need to adjust the base a bit to compensate. I don't know, maybe like add something like that coming out. And that is off kilter because it is not on the same symmetry as the other things I'm doing. But I will work on that. And, well, this is the basics of it, and I will do a little tweaking and working on it. Basically, what I'm going to do is I'm going to fill this cavity with all these modules that I can, trying to get a nice balance. Not necessarily trying to get everything to 100%, but get a nice balance. And I might redesign the base so it looks less forward heavy. Anywho, I have been JW608. This has been StarMade, and I will dig you cats later.